European and Russia's leaders have agreed on another ceasefire, hoping to end fighting in Ukraine. The leaders of Russia, Ukraine, Germany, and France announced the ceasefire Thursday morning. It's set to begin at midnight on February 15th.
Certainly hasn't been the best night in my life, but it's indeed good morning, because in spite of all the difficulties of the negotiations, we have managed to reach an agreement upon the most important thing.
The deal stipulates both the Ukrainian army and pro-Russian separatists will release any prisoners of war they have. It also calls for both sides to pull heavy weapons out of conflict zones like the battered Donetsk region by February 17th. Donetsk is where months of intense fighting has taken place. According to RT, the deal has a number of other provisions, including monitoring by international organizations, a special status vote on separatist regions within 30 days, and greater political reform by the end of 2015. The ceasefire is similar to one which was agreed to last September. In addition to pulling back heavy weapons and releasing prisoners, that agreement also called for greater autonomy in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions of eastern Ukraine. September's ceasefire ultimately fell apart soon after being agreed to, so how is this one different? The BBC's Paul Kirby says that, for one, the distance heavy weapons are to be hauled back is greater, with a minimum of 31 miles instead of the 9 miles previously agreed to. This means civilians on both sides will be safer. Of course, the weapons could come back, but other stipulations such as a more structured approach to decentralization and ensuring Ukraine controls its entire border with Russia may help keep both sides from pulling the trigger again. The Washington Post notes one potential pitfall is Debaltseve, a government-held town almost completely surrounded by separatists. That position could prove problematic if neither side is willing to pull back. While the ceasefire doesn't officially begin for a few days, a BBC correspondent says he has already heard explosions in Donetsk since it was signed. German Chancellor Angela Merkel says there's now at least a glimmer of hope for success. For Newsy, I'm Cliff Judy.